welcome to the Crypto Freak Show. My name is Darko, your co-host this evening, joined alongside by my fellow co-host Rob. Rob, how are you doing this evening, my brother from another mother?
I'm doing wonderful this evening, Darko. Before we started, I just wanted to say in a very heartfelt way to you, thank you for being a friend. We're traveling down the road, back again. Your heart's true. You're a pal that I can't deny. And in fact, if you threw a party and you invited everyone you knew, you would see that the biggest gift would be from me. And the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend.
Some very powerful words, and likewise, my brother from another mother, as I said, and if you were female, you'd be my sister from another mister. But very heartfelt words, and right back at you.
Yeah, you'll have to forgive me. I'm excited because today I was at the store and I had the good fortune of being able to pick up the Golden Girls Any Way You Slice It. Okay, and that's the new game where now you can relive the best moments from this show in the 80s at home with your family. All the girls are there with you, and that's the Golden Girls Any Way You Slice It, available at stores now. Get yours before they're all gone. I know I have mine. That's the Golden Girls, Any Way You Slice It. Sorry, I had to put that in there.
That's one of my favorites too, Rob.
As well as could be. What we do when we play is we bet pre-charge between each other. PCPI, we send it the loser, you know.
And we'll get back to you in a second, Rob. Also joining us this evening, we are joined by Evil David. And last but not least, we have another special guest this evening, Max. He's the founder and business shit. And
he's the biggest shit.
And also, lastly but not least, we have Max joining us from Cryptoprofile. He is the founder and managing director of this very special and important brand. How are you feeling tonight, Max?
Hi everyone. Hi Darko. Hi Rob. It's my pleasure to be in this show. Yeah.
Awesome. And the pleasure is all ours. Now, what did you think of Rob's little Golden Girls box collection?
Yeah, actually that is one of my favorite as well. But actually I wanted to introduce I actually wanted to introduce my friend also.
Is that a fucking penguin?
Yeah, that's a penguin.
What's its fucking name?
I haven't got her a name yet, but we can be friends.
Special friend.
Yeah.
Evil David's giving dirty looks back there. He
Yeah,
does not like to be upstage.
Yeah, Evil David just saw your penguin, Max, and he's starting to get a bit of an erection in his pants, I can see.
Oh, yeah.
This is a
female. It's a female penguin.
I mean, I wonder if we got a panda and a penguin to mate. What would it look like? It'd be a penguin with a bad attitude.
Yeah, I think so too.
That was a very what was it?
A penguin. Yeah, you end up with a penguin from Boston. A penguin.
That was a very fresh and interesting start to the show, guys. Now, Max, tell us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about your brand. What do you do? What does your project do? What are you trying to achieve?
Okay, probably a little bit history about me is that I started in this cryptocurrency space since 2012, doing cloud mining on Bitcoin. So in 2014, I decided to do more research and I saw Ethereum. So in 2014, actually invested in Ethereum ICO. in 2016 started our WhatsApp private group, and I used to be their fund manager to help them to manage their funds to invest in ICO projects. 2017 we decided to incorporate this company called Cryptoprofile to educate newbies. In the current stage, we are actually doing our own ICO, trying to make sure that the crypto space is safe and more secure. So that's why our project is called Empowering a Blockchain Revolution Towards a Safer and More Secure ICO Ecosystem.
So you're one of the very few people I've ever met who actually participated in the Ethereum ICO. Does that make you feel a little bit special, at least?
Actually, last time I always like to do investment. So we always like to diversify our investment. So not only invested in Ethereum ICO, we actually look at different ICO to invest in. So we really do our due diligence on all the checks. But actually, I forget that I bought Ethereum ICO. It's only when I changed my new laptop and I found my private key.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm not kidding.
Whoa.
Yeah, I found it in 2018, somewhere along November 2017. Now it's 2019. 2017 November, I found it.
So that was at the nearly the peak of the bull run.
Yeah, nearly the peak. But I saw most of them in 2018 January. So that was really almost the peak of Ethereum price. Yeah.
Wow, you're one lucky man. One lucky man. I mean, the gods have been looking out for you, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure. Luckily, I did not invest a lot in Ethereum ICO, just a few $100. And because I went through 2014 that bull run, a small bull run, so in 2018 I actually know that these are some of the trends that that are coming back again. So I decided to exit most of my portfolio.
Wow, it's amazing. Amazing. And now tell us a bit about your brand. What's this project you're working on, and what's it trying to achieve exactly? Like, what are some of the main features that you're really, really proud of, and a little bit more? Give us your spiel.
Okay, maybe can talk about MaxiChart. MaxiChart is my own creation that it is meant to calculate speculation in the cryptocurrency alternate coin. Not on Bitcoin, but all on the alternate coin.
So
Yeah.
What's the error margin on that?
Error margin?
Yeah.
Usually we take like, actually that's not really a margin or something. It's like where we know that no one is speculating that particular alternate coin, and we just buy and just hold it there for a while. It could be 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. Yeah, but at least when we buy that particular alternate coin, it's not being speculated. So more or less we are quite safe.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant you just speculated only, not you actually hold on to the coins that you speculate. That's what I thought you meant.
Oh no. Yeah. So currently our project is to really look out for good project and to reach out to the audience and to eliminate those scam project or project owners who doesn't really know what they are doing, that will actually harm the investor. Yeah.
Now, your project also has something to do with ICOs, doesn't it? You can help.
Oh
them.
yes.
Yeah. Tell us.
Yeah, correct. It's like in the past when we do marketing for ICO project, first thing they will ask us, how do we guarantee the amount of fund raised if they pass us the money? So we can't guarantee. Second is that they want to give us a referral link to track fund raised by our community. So when we do marketing, we can't use the referral link. So what we came up with the solution is that they will have to give us, let's say 100k USD in Bitcoin or Ethereum. Then later on, we will release our token that is worth 100k USD back to them. So this process actually eliminates the guarantee portion. Second portion is that those CP token holder who actually holds our token in ERC20 Etherscan gets huge amount of airdrop from the ICO project itself. And if the community likes the project, they can invest in the project. And by using this blockchain technology, we can actually track the fund raised by the community.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a question I was going to ask you. I'm starting to sweat.
Doctor, you're kind of low.
Really? That's why I'm holding the microphone, so I'm not low. How's
No,
that?
you just got better, yeah.
Okay. How are you following this project, Rob?
What's that?
How are you finding this project so far?
It's certainly very interesting. I mean, there's a demand for it, and I know that a lot of people that I've encountered have wanted to get more involved with ICOs, and it's frankly frightening to them. Given that people don't want to invest necessarily beyond their own knowledge, and there's just simply not the time, and in some cases, readily available information to be knowledgeable on the subject. So to have a project that's sort of proxying some of that work and eliminating the good from the bad, I think I could see a lot of people appreciating that. When you encounter a scam, Max, what actions do you take? Is it simply to exclude them from your project, or is there more that you do?
Yeah, actually there's more that we do. In cryptoprofile.com, we actually have a rating tab that we can actually do rating on the project. So the rating is unbiased. So ICO project cannot pay us to give them a rating. And the rating process is not the same as the rest of the ICO rating platform that give media rating. For us, is we really check on the founders whether they know what they are doing, are they crypto people, and whether they know what happens next after ICO, and whether the advisors are real or not. So we really expose them in Telegram, in our social media, and some other community groups. Yeah, which we have been doing that for a while.
Have you gotten any blowback?
There are some people who are trying to bring us down. Yeah, but we still stay strong until now.
Are they competitors, or are they people that you've exposed as scams?
They are actually projects that are trying to scam people. So before they try to scam, we actually bring them down. So when we bring them down, they use a fake account to come into our Telegram to make noise.
So have you encountered any bot harassment as well?
Oh yes, a lot of bot harassment. Last time when we had our community Telegram, someone will come and say, "Oh, I'm very good at this, I'm very good at that." When they come into our Telegram, they start to spam. A lot of Arabic bobs, deleted account also came in. Fake account, deleted account, fake user. Everyone just came in trying to bring us down.
Really?
Yeah.
So how does your team deal with that?
Because we are actually, for me, I started in 2012. My team actually started in 2016. So we are very familiar with what's going to happen in Telegram and other social media. Yeah.
Nice. So at what stage is your project at now?
Now it's currently at ICO stage. ICO will finish end of this month, and March we will be listed in a couple of exchanges. Yeah.
So sell us the ICO. What's available for the public? What's the price? Give us a bit of information.
Right now, ICO price will be at 0.1 USD. We actually peg the price to USD value so as to protect the investor.
0.01?
0.1 USD.
Yep, okay. 10 cents.
Yeah, 10 cents.
Yeah.
The minimum investment is 100 USD.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how many coins are being offered at the moment?
My total token supply is 753,471,015. That's about 753 million.
Okay. And what happens to the tokens that aren't sold?
Tokens that are unsold, we will keep it in our reserve because later on, we will still have to do education. We need to educate new people who are coming in. So by using education, it's like maybe they pay us 500 USD or 500 Sing dollars, and after the course finish, we will give them our token, so that these are the people who will become our long-term holder also.
And is this an ERC20 coin?
Yeah, ERC20 coin.
All right, nice.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think would be the main selling point for Crypto Profile?
The main selling point for Crypto Profile is that we position ourselves as a gatekeeper.
For scams?
Yeah, for scam, because there are too many scam in the crypto space. Not only in China, overseas, also there are a lot of scams.
Now,
Yeah.
Rob's got his own coin, if you didn't know. Now, if he wanted to work with you in the future with his coin, market or whatever, what kind of services could you offer him? How could you work together with him to improve maybe the marketing of his coin, or what could you do to help each other?
Okay, there are a few ways to work together. We can do press release, we can do market making, we can do airdrop. Yeah, there are many things. Yeah.
So let's go back to that example you gave us earlier with the $100,000 example. So would that be in fiat Bitcoin ETH or in their coins value?
Rightfully should be in fiat BTC or ETH. Yeah.
And the 10% you give back, what does that come from again?
The 10% will come from the project who wants to outreach to the community.
Okay, so do you take that 10% out of that fee and buy that project's coins and then airdrop them? Is that how it works?
No. It means that the project have to pay me a fee. It's
Yep.
like a service fee in return for my token. Then after that, 10% of their coin to airdrop to the community for community support.
I get you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And have you begun doing this yet? Have you started doing this service?
Yeah, actually we are already a running business. It's just that previously we do influencer marketing for other projects. So the whole concept has been proven to work. Yeah.
That was my next question. How has it turned out? What are the results like?
We did a few projects. The first project, we helped them to raise 1.2 million in 5 days. Second project, 6.8 million in 12 days. And subsequently, we also took in a few more projects. That was in 2018.
So those ones you just mentioned, did you raise that capital in a bear market?
Not really the bearish market, but at the middle. Like we did it in February, April, June, and I think August. Yeah, every 2 months.
June, August was quite bearish, wasn't it, Rob?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. So to raise capital like that in those types of conditions is pretty good. It's pretty good. I've seen other ICOs raise less than half of that.
Yeah.
Right? And it's sad because there's a lot of good projects out there that have the capability to achieve whatever it is they're trying to achieve, and there's some really, really good ideas out there, and they're failing because of this reason. The bear market, they can't raise funds, and whatever they raise is nothing.
Yeah.
I've heard of ICOs raising as little as $15,000-$20,000, believe it or not. And these brands are still around, but you don't hear from them much. But
Yeah.
Much.
much.
Yeah, actually there are also projects that they mentioned they hit their hard cap 30 million, 40 million, but I believe the numbers are not true.
So is that something that Crypto Profile would also be looking into a brand?
Into a brand?
Is that what you'd be looking into a brand for? Like to see if the numbers of hard caps, for example, are real or fake?
We don't really go in depth into that yet because I know that there's a lot of token swap going around. But we will actually look into the project founders' integrity and the advisors' integrity. Yeah.
I was just thinking the roadblock to that would probably be privacy laws, but if you think about it, it wouldn't be that hard to find out if they're running on Etherscan anyway. You would know how much they're worth. So,
Yeah, maybe not. Let's say example, if they do a token swap and that token is not ERC20 token, so how do we actually trace that, right? It could be a platform token as well. Yeah.
And we know that people don't want to use PayPal because funds from crypto-related activities get frozen for 6 months in PayPal. According to the information that
we learned that. We learned that.
Yeah.
Yep. So you don't want to get wrecked with PayPal.
Yeah, PayPal had a lot of issues.
Oh my goodness! Once somebody's on board with you, and then they paid you, and they're involved or whatever, are you getting on top of these projects to meet, their deadlines and to deliver on what they're saying? I mean, it's not like a situation where somebody's in the door and then they're good no matter what they do, because a lot of scams, they may not scams, or maybe even people in over their head. That shit may get revealed later, 2 or 3 missed deadlines down the road. Somebody's got to answer for that. In a situation where an ICO is operating on its own, they only really answer to the public. In your situation, I would imagine they answer to you in some capacity.
Okay. For the roadmap, most of the time the project, when they indicate their roadmap, is if they hit the hard cap. So high chance if they did not hit the hard cap, they cannot fulfill the roadmap, which is what's happening to a lot of projects right now. So when we do our due diligence, we will ask them about the roadmap also, that it should be based on hitting their soft cap and not based on hitting the hard cap, because that will be like over promise and under deliver, which a lot of projects are doing that. Over promise, under deliver. Yeah.
It's a big problem in cryptocurrency, and very frustrating to people who believe that a lot of these projects hold the seed to a solution of something very important, but if it's just smoke, it doesn't really get anywhere. And we made half a joke about it on our last show. We had the guy with Pencoin, and he was talking about how the charities that they work with, they feed these kids, and I asked him, if the token doesn't perform, do the kids get fed? And I mean, there's a version of that happening in a lot of these projects. Like you just said, if all their entire roadmap and their promises are based on meeting this hard cap, they don't meet the hard cap, those now become unrealistic expectations.
Yes, correct. That explains why so many tokens actually dump. So the price keep going down and going down. Like one of the project, they raised 80 million and they are supposed to issue a card. So they finished their ICO for a year plus, so there's no card they issue.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds like EOS. That wasn't EOS, was it?
No, it was 10x. The one that Julian was involved with the pyramid scheme.
That's the one with the card, isn't it?
Yeah, they are supposed to issue a card, but they did not issue any card until now. They raised 80 million.
Are they still around?
I think they are still around, but spending money heavily. Yeah, but Julian got fired recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he's involved in pyramid scheme.
Oh. I don't know if you heard about Pundi X, but apparently they're having their own issues as well financially, and their funds are apparently depleted.
Yeah, I heard about them. Recently, MAS actually put up a alert list in Pundi X funds or something.
And there was, I don't know, I don't follow Pundi X, but people talk about him. And I also heard that they were apparently looking at starting a second ICO of a new coin to fund Pundi X.
Man, I'll tell you, you'd have to be an idiot. Oh yeah, well, they spent all that money. Oh, hold on a second. Let me reach out behind me and get my wallet out, and I'll give you some more money, guys.
And when you've spent all that money or lost it, let's have a third ICO. We'll just keep on supporting you.
Yeah. And I think it happens to XEM also. I think they run out of funds and they are trying to do another second round.
How do they get away with that?
I
don't know.
Oh, Darko, you innocent little lamb.
I mean, how do people fall for this stuff? Like, do they target noobs?
Probably. Maybe they try to sell air again, and it works.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, you put together a slick white paper, a slick slide deck, you do the road show, right? You're not spending a lot of money to get out in front of certain groups of people, and you throw the wool over their eyes. This is what they do time and time again. The thing that we need to focus on, I think, in general, is that this is not unique to crypto, and a lot of people are trying to paint the picture that this is unique to crypto. This is an affliction of humanity, and in every generation we've had people that are more than comfortable going to bed like that after having spent their day, figuring out how to get a dime out of somebody else dishonestly. This is part of the human condition. So let's not act like this is a crypto problem. It's a problem, and we see it in other industries as well. So,
Rob, I think I just noticed something. I think you use the word humanity at least once every episode.
Yeah, no, humanity, that's very much on my mind. Every time I leave my fucking house, I'm afflicted with it. It's put, right in front of my face. I got to look around at all these goddamn people. And what the hell are you doing? Where did you come from? You don't even resemble a human being anymore. What happened to you? Did you lose connection with that part of us that we're all supposed to have? And they're everywhere. So, yeah, humanity is very much on the tip of my tongue, as is, any way you slice it. Available in stores, The Golden Girls, with Betty White, who's now 96 years old, and still ticking. I hear she might run for president, which would mean that I'm going to have to wage a campaign against her, something that I really don't want to do.
Well, maybe you can get her on the team.
Maybe you could what?
Maybe you can get her on board the team.
I thought you said maybe I could get her over the sink. She's 96, dude.
Hey, whatever works, dude. Whatever works.
Holy shit, I may be a desperate man, but fuck.
Just call it the business transaction, yeah?
Yeah, right. I guess get the fucking write-off for the KY jelly.
Like, you might have to make some circular movements just to feel something.
Betty White, if you're watching, I am so sorry. You are a nice woman, and I apologize.
And cute when you're asleep.
Fucking shit. Darko, what the fuck?
Now you're never going to look at it ever the same, are you? The Golden Girls.
Well, I know you won't.
Every time I look at a sink, I'll be thinking of this conversation, and every time you're watching the show, you'll be thinking of a sink.
Where can I find a fucking sink? Darko's going to be watching TV with his wife. She's going to be like, "Oh, look, it's Betty White. She's celebrating a 97th birthday." Darko's going to be scratching his chin. That's a bad piece of ass. Where's the fucking sink? I think she could be a pass since I shilled her game about 8 times. I should buy this. I don't know why anybody wouldn't.
So we've shielded the Golden Girls, penguins, and cake.
In fact, this is a perfect segue into our next segment, Darko. If you consult the schedule that you wrote up before, we'll now with Max. We'll do Golden Girls trivia. You get 3 questions, and we'll see how you do. So your first question, Max, what was the name of the character featured as the girls' cook in just one episode? Come on, Max.
Oh, I don't know.
Google.
Okay, that was Coco, and it's also strike one. Your next question.
Coco, okay.
Yeah, Coco. For future reference, who has a daughter named Gunia, pronounced Janella? One of the 4 Golden Girls. You got a 1 out of 4 chance of getting this right. It's not Jim J. Bullock.
What are the names?
Well, I can't tell you that. Strike 2. It was Rose, Betty White.
Rose. Oh.
And your final question. Let's see if you can leave here with any dignity at all tonight. Which Golden Girl had a sister named Gloria? I mean, anybody could get this one.
I don't know.
There you go. Well, you and me both. Dorothy. That was B. Arthur, the one that looked like a man.
Okay.
So you lose and you get nothing. Much like many investors in ICOs.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, most of the investors are like me, that they don't know anything and they just invest, right?
Right.
Because
I tell you, it would be like you just taking this tribute, and now if this was the equivalent, you had your wallet and somebody just said a whole bunch of things to you and you handed over money without being able to answer a single one of those questions. And I have met people where they say, I have X amount of money in this project. Oh, okay, what do they do? I don't know. And I have heard the words out of a person's mouth. I'm not going to embarrass the person, but I'll never forget this. I have heard the words, I liked their logo, used as a justification for purchasing it. I kid you not. So this is the criteria that some people have thrown money at these guys. And you wonder, Darko, you asked before how people invest into scam projects. It can be as simple as that. They made a nice logo, it appealed to somebody, and they thought it looked flashy, and they handed over their money.
Now you got me curious how Tittycoin did with their ICO.
I would guess well.
Definitely. Well, that's a shame, man. Nice logo. Other reasons I've heard is everybody's buying them. That's it. Yeah, that's the only reason they got into a particular ICO, because everybody's getting into it, and it's the fear of missing out. And they buy first, research later.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about you. I'm sure Max is with me, but if I walk up to a cliff and I see 50 people jumping off, I'm going right over with them.
Oh yeah, why not, huh?
Something I don't.
Yeah, it's like if the project is on Binance Pad, then everyone will just jump in to buy.
It's there.
Yeah.
Why not?
Weren't Binance doing ICOs at some point?
Binance?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
I think they
Did
did,
they?
man. I think there was one called Breadcoin that was really successful.
Brave Coin.
Breadcoin.
Bread Coin.
Could be wrong. Maybe the viewers might be able to type something in the live chat box, but I think it was Breadcoin. And I'm not sure if running ICOs was an experiment of theirs or if they're still doing it now. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. Yeah.
Rob, you haven't heard anything about that?
No.
Maybe it was
I've been too busy watching the Golden Girls rerun.
From the kitchen sink.
And under the blanket, if you know what I mean.
Under the blanket. Yeah.
My wife comes in. What are you doing in there? Nothing. I'm watching the Golden Girl.
That's when you say, I'm just itchy. I'm itchy.
Don't come in. Is that B. Arthur's voice I hear? Don't come in.
Get out. Can a man not have some privacy here?
Oh, God. Shit.
Yeah.
My goodness. You know, Max, so how does it feel to be part of our premiere episode? Nobody thought this was going to happen. It's our first time flying solo with one guest, and you have been a fantastic guest. And look what we've done. We've created a complete monstrosity.
Yeah, it's quite a different topic, kind of different kind of show. Yeah, because some of the interview that I had is very very serious, very strict, and so nervous. Right now, I'm feeling relaxed, having my penguin by my side. And later, I may even want to throw my penguin into the sink.
Well, listen, I promise you can walk the earth for 1,000 years, and you'll never have another interview like this one.
I think it's
the
the penguin that's keeping Max relaxed.
God knows it isn't us.
Under the blanket.
Yeah, under the blanket. We probably.
Oh wow.
Well, I can see that Eva David is looking at me right now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he wants some action. What's the language spoken in Singapore?
Singlish.
Singlish?
Yeah.
Is that half Singapore and half English?
It's a combination of English, Mandarin, Malay, and maybe in Indian language or something. That we always have this common thing that we say, okay lah, okay lor. Yeah, something like that.
Is that at the end of the sentence you say that?
Yeah, most of the time.
Sort of like when you say the word dude, sort of?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
How would you say in Singlish, Betty White is one fine-looking woman?
We say the same, just that the end of the sentence we will add a word called ah or la or lo, something like that.
So say it. How would you?
It will be, what's the name again?
Betty White.
Betty White. Okay. I will say that Betty White will be the most gorgeous lady that we ever see before. Correct? Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Something like that.
So you'd say it in English?
If we say in English, it's still the same. Just that when we communicate with Singaporeans, we like to use Singlish.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, that's interesting to know. I didn't know that.
So then Betty White will be able to understand your advances on her when you meet.
Yeah. I will ask her, do you want to eat chicken rice? And her answer will be, okay lor. Anything. Something like that. That's English.
Betty White, do you know where there's a sink, okay? What?
How old is she now, Rob?
What's that?
How old is she?
She's 96. 96 years young.
So she's got maybe 75 years of experience behind her.
Yeah, experience.
She must be pretty good.
Yeah.
She might teach you a thing or two.
and it all begins by taking off the adult diaper.
No, we pulled off a minor miracle here with Max's help. This is great. I'm feeling good about tonight's show.
Yeah, man. We were like a bit scared because of all the technical issues before, and my camera died. We lost Eric, and we thought there might be a chance that it's not meant to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I'm also trying my best because I'm a bit camera shy.
You're doing well, man. You're doing well.
Yeah, hey man, I'm right in the club with you. Join the club. And the only answer to that is just jump in front and do it. I used to put my hand up when people go to take my picture. And that fucker's got me doing this show, so who knows what'll happen.
Yeah, but Max, when people tried taking a photo of Rob and he put his hand up, he didn't put it up like that. He was putting it up like that.
I did.
All right, so Max, before we give this a wrap, is there anything else you want to add?
Yeah, one last word is that I wish the whole community can help to get rid of all the scam project and to protect all the investors so that cryptocurrency and blockchain can really go for mass adoption.
Nice. I see Rob pointing something at the camera. Make some noise, Rob, so we can see your full screen.
Oh, I'm just this deck came with a deck of memes. So here we have B. Arthur, condoms. I'm sure that was a special moment. So they had much the same dialogue that we have here on the show. I mean, really, the commonalities are just all over the place. Here's a bit of wisdom. There's a fine line between having a good time and being a wanton slut. Now, I mean, I think that's something we can all agree with, right? Right? The Golden Girls. Who fucking knew?
Who knew? You know what, Max? Before we started doing the Crypto Freak Show, myself and Rob had come up with a whole list of different names of what to call this show. I think we should have chosen the Crypto Degenerates, the way it's going. But I think that might have been second on our list, Rob.
Well, I think that's probably what people call us anyway.
Bless you. And one of the other names that we had come up with was Two Men and a Midget. Remember that?
Yeah, we were thwarted in that by not having a midget, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think if we had a midget, we would have actually gone with that name.
Yeah.
But then we agreed that the Crypto Freak Show sounded something like it could be heavily themed and different. And voila, here we are.
For the time being, we had Ralph on from Precharged, I think it was 2 episodes ago. And after that show, we had the discussion that he was a great guest. So what we should do is we should hobble him at the knee, bring him back, just like, do a misery on him, cut his legs off right at the knee so that he's short, and then he could be our midget. I ran it by him. He wasn't all that enthusiastic, although he didn't say no. So it might happen.
And poor Evil Dave was so excited. He was waiting with a hacksaw in his hands. And he was left disappointed. Poor Evil David.
So if you want to learn Singlish, I can teach you.
Sounds like we're talking it already.
Yeah, we are.
It's quite funny though, because you tell me it's a combination of 4 languages, but it sounds like it's in English anyway.
Yeah, it's like English. It's just that we add in a few slang.
Yeah, I understand.
Yes, I do that too.
Yeah.
What was that word you said that you add at the end of a sentence?
La, law. Yeah.
Sounds, in Argentina, I believe they say che at the end of most sentences.
Oh yeah, something like that.
And in Chile, I think they say po at the end of the sentences. In Greece, they say re. It's like a word, but it doesn't actually have a meaning.
Yeah, it doesn't have a meaning.
Yeah.
But for us, if we use different language as well, like now I'm hungry, I want to go eat. So sometimes we say, now I'm hungry, I want to go makan. Makan is actually a Malay word. Or I want to go out for a walk, we say go out, jalan-jalan. Jalan-jalan is also a Malay word. Yeah.
Jalan.
Jalan-jalan.
There you go, you learn something new every day.
Listen up. I hate to cut it short, but I'm going to fucking cut it short. That's the end. I'm done. This is bullshit. I have got to go play my Golden Girls any way you slice it. Available in stores now. I'm going to wake up my entire family and play this game, and I suggest everybody in America and across the world do the same. So that's enough of this bullshit. For Rob, me, and Darko, my co-host, and for Max, fucking awesome guest. Check out his links below the video and go look at his project as maybe a safer, more exciting way to get involved with different ICOs. And then tune in next time, because you're not going to want to miss our next show. Anything else? I don't think so.